In this video, we're going to assemble your frog's jacket. I've sewn on the rest of the buttons, so all 3 buttons are sewn on. Now I want to attach the 2 pieces so that the wrong side is hidden. So the wrong side of the jacket front is hidden between the 2 layers. So I want to be looking at the right side. The back side of the jacket is the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way it's facing. But the front side we want to be, have facing out towards us. Now I'm going to take my safety pins and I'm going to line up the jacket front and jacket back pieces, and I'm going to use my safety pins to just attach them in place so that they'll stay together while I'm sewing. I'm going to go ahead and just work my way along the line so that those 2, the front and back pieces, stay together and are evenly aligned all the way around. I'm just going to adjust this one. It doesn't seem like it's staying quite flat. And that's okay. Take your time. Make sure your pins are in good places to work. Now I have my needle threaded and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and start my stitches between the 2 layers of fabric. I'll make a little knot. I'm going to start my stitches between the 2 layers of fabric, and I'm going to use a running stitch to connect the 2 pieces. So I want to go ahead and start between the 2 layers so that my tail is hidden. I'm going to push that little tail between the 2 pieces. And I want to run my running stitch between the guideline stitches and the edge of the fabric. That just gives you a nice little path. And you want to be sure whenever you're making these stitches that your needle is going up through the back piece and down through the front piece so that you're catching both the front and the back pieces of felt as you're making those stitches around the edge. Sometimes as we get really close to the edge of the fabric while we're stitching, it's easy to push our needle through maybe the front side but miss the back. So just be sure that your needles are going all the way up from the back to the front and then from the front all the way out through the back. It's good just to turn your work over every once in a while and be sure that the back is looking just as well as the front. I'm going to go ahead and continue that line of stitches all the way around the outer edge of the jacket. And you see I just check in every once in a while to be sure things are looking okay in the back. I'm just going to run my running stitch right there along that guideline between the guideline and the edge of the fabric. You want to try to make your running stitches as neat and evenly spaced as possible. And take your time. This is good running stitch practice. Just going to go ahead and continue working around the outer edge of the jacket, continuing to look at the back and the front. Be sure things are looking well on both sides. As you're stitching around those buttons, it's easy to get kind of tangled up in them, so just go slowly and carefully. I'm going to go ahead and stitch at least half of the jacket out. So that you can see the process. It's just a matter of taking your time and trying to keep those stitches even. If you need a refresher on how to do a running stitch, I do have a playlist on the Joyful Elephant YouTube channel for just hand sewing basics, and I go over what the running stitch, how to do the running stitch in that video. All right, I've finished sewing all the way around the outer edge, and now I need to sew around the edge of the arm. So those armholes I need to make a running stitch around. This time, instead of going on the inside or stitching between, I guess, the stitch and the outer edge of the fabric, I'm going to go ahead and run my running stitch on between the edge of the guideline there and the buttons. So I went ahead and pushed my needle through the 2 layers of fabric so that my knot is hidden between the 2 layers. And I'm going to go ahead and run a running stitch around the outer edge of that guideline. And that's just to secure the 2 pieces together at that armhole. So I'll go ahead and I'm just going to make a line of stitches just along the edge of the guideline, just as I did along the outer edge of the jacket. And continue that stitch around to secure that armhole. Again, it's good just to check in every once in a while with what's happening at the back of the work and make sure that you're catching both the front and right sides. If the armhole in the back gets skewed a little bit, you can miss it. So just be sure that you're looking and making sure that you're catching both the front side of the jacket and the back side of the jacket as you make your stitches. I'm going to work my way around with a running stitch around the outer edge of the arm. This is great running stitch practice. You get tangled up in a pin, just untangle and move forward. Oop, I'm going to pull my tail. It's good to have, 3 or 4 inches of tail if you've got your thread single threaded. This time I've got my thread single threaded. I have instructional videos on the Joyful Elephant channel, also in the playlist for hand sewing instructions. I've got also instructional videos about how to double and single thread your needle. So check those out. All right, I'm making my way around the armhole and getting very close to the end. When I come to the end, I do want to make an ending knot as always so that the stitches don't come undone. I'm going to try to line up that ending stitch. There it is, attached together. I'm going to go ahead and end on the back side of the work, and I'm just going to do a very small ending knot here. Pick up a little piece of fabric, that's only the fabric on the back side of the work, and I'm going to run my needle through that loop 2 times, and then I'm going to push my needle in through almost the same hole where that thread is coming out to make the knot, and push it between the 2 layers of fabric so that my tail is hidden between the 2 layers. And there we go, I've finished one arm. You need to do the outer line around this arm as well so that it matches, and then you'll be finished with your jacket. I've gone ahead and finished that part so that you can see what it looks like after you've sewn your stitches around the outer edge. I'm going to go ahead and unpin this piece. It's all finished now. And I can get my frog now and see what he looks like when I dress him. So you just push his arm through that one armhole, kind of squish him around, pull his other arm through that one, and there you go. You've dressed your frog. And he's all finished.